Go for it.
Alrighty. So today we wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the opportunities that we have to offer here at Fundwise Capital. So we titled it Opportunity Overview. Just really quick to introduce myself. I don't know if you can, there's quite a few of us here on the Fundwise team, but in the back row, third from the left, I'm kind of a little bit hidden there, but that's me. Again, my name is Tanner. Most of you know me again, we have phone calls quite often. So just putting a face to the name there. And the rest of us, we have a lot of different departments here on the Fundwise team. We have our fulfillment, our account executive department, some of our openers and our closers. And so again, we have an awesome team here at Fundwise, and we're super excited to have you guys on board as well. Alrighty. So just as an overview, we wanted to go just kind of give a general overview of what the opportunities, like I said, is that we have. For one, I know this is a big deal for a lot of you, and I can totally understand why. Reports and dashboards. So when most of you know, we're currently making the switch from Zoho to Salesforce, which is one CRM system to another. It's been quite the change. Things have been pretty crazy over here in the office because we've been trying to work on tens of thousands of people that are in our database and get them moved over to the correct one. And right now this week, the next couple of days, and we've already started on it, but the next couple of days, we've actually put in full force of creating these reports and dashboards for you guys as account executives. We're also going to be talking a little bit about the local websites that Corey's mentioned, SEO, depending on where you guys live, and being able to create those for our account executives. Large partners, a lot of you have already begun starting to work with large partners. Building a team, and the reveal is going to be a new option on building a team. So please stay till the end because the reveal is going to be something we're super excited about, and just some facts for you guys as well. Everyone can still hear me, right? I just want to make sure. This is my first time, so bear with me. If you can still hear me, if someone can at least put a yes in the chat box, that'd be fantastic, just so I know I'm doing okay. Maybe everyone can't hear me. Oh, just kidding. We're good. All right, perfect. Thank you all for doing that. Again, bear with me. This is my first time. Corey had to step into a meeting, and he wanted me to, again, have a little more interaction with you guys as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So the current reports you guys are getting look a lot different than this. They're also not as detailed. So that's why we wanted to kind of make things a little bit better for you guys as the account executives. So this is what we're currently working on right now. Each dashboard involves making multiple reports for each account executive. So for example, if you guys can see there on the screen, there's a couple different graphs and bar charts and things like that. And each one of them, there's 3 different ones right there. You can see that all say view report. So each one of those is what we have to create a new report for each and every one of you guys. So again, the fact that we have over 200 account executives creating a dashboard and a report, 3 reports for every single one of them, you can see why things have been a little bit complicated here on our end. But again, this is kind of what they're going to look like. And we're currently working on them right now. We have about 5 or 6 people that are starting to get a feel for what they're actually going to look like and creating these reports for each and every one of you. So again, they will be done by the end of the week. So please just bear with us until then. We do want you guys to be updated on all of the progress and the clients that you have and are submitting through your landing pages. And we respect that and can understand the possible frustration that might be there. But again, if you guys can just be a little bit more patient with us, we'll have them done by the end of the week. Local websites. This is something that Corey has been a lot more involved in than I have. It started out as an idea because I know he had done it in a past business, and it worked phenomenally well. And so we wanted to try it out here as well. So we're still getting some of the details down. Obviously, dashboards and reports are the priority currently. But as soon as we get that down, we want to be able to have local websites and local SEO. I did receive quite a few emails from you guys about the cities and what cities are available and things like that. Now, just to make it clear again, the city has to be where you guys are located, just so you're aware. It has to be a physical address that we can tie the website to, and that way it can start to rank up. So on the bottom there's a picture of Jackalope Brewing Company, it looks like, and it has an address there. So it's the way that happens is Google is ranking these businesses, and the address is there to tie to that address, so that people that are in, I think that one says Nashville, Tennessee, can see that a lot more. And as it starts to rank higher and higher, the more obviously attention that it gets. So again, with the local websites, it's still in progress. We haven't done anything set yet, but if you haven't gotten that email from Corey about where you're currently residing, please email him asking for it really quick. If you don't have his email, it's just Corey@fundwisecapital.com, COERY, because we do want to be able to see who's interested, the places that we have available for us, and where we can go from there. The next thing we wanted to talk about was large partners. So when Corey did the webinar about large partners, we had a lot of traction with it. We had a lot of people very interested. A lot of you guys as account executives were very interested in large partners. Now, this method, and if I were an account executive like you guys, this is what I would be doing, because it's going to push you to a higher level of income a lot quicker. And it's a powerful way to earn a passive income as well. Now, some of you guys as account executives already have a network or are in the business of maybe business brokering or CPAs potentially. But again, eventually, if you only have your own small network, eventually it will run out, if that makes sense. So having a large partner, somebody that is in contact with these people that are these small businesses and entrepreneurs every single day, having a tie to one of those people is going to be a really big benefit for you guys. Because again, these people are in constant contact every single day. They're going to have a higher volume of leads and people to send in. And there's a lot of different ways to get in contact with them. Searching, calling, emailing large potential partners. You can find them on Google, LinkedIn, Facebook. Now, a lot of these partners, the biggest ones that we found that are the best are MCAs, which are merchant cash advance companies. Now, the reason why these are so big, we've had a lot of questions on why these are so important. Merchant cash advance will base a loan off of the credit cards that the business is using. So a lot of times startups, for one, don't have credit cards in the business's name and they need funding. And MCA loans usually have a lot higher interest rate, anywhere from 20, 30, 40, even up to 90, 100% interest rates with these MCA loans. And a lot of times that's the only option that they think that they have, these business owners or startups. So they go ahead and go with it. But again, they don't know about Fundwise Capital, what we offer and whatnot. So again, MCAs is a big one. Credit repair companies. A lot of clients will go through credit repair so that they can get a loan and qualify for a loan. And again, we're the ones that are helping offer that loan. Finance companies that don't provide startup funding. You guys would be really amazed to find out how many companies actually don't do startups. It's incredible once you start getting into business and realizing that there are so many companies out there. I'm willing to bet that 90% of finance companies don't do startups. Coaching and mentoring companies, we've had a lot of questions about that as well. So a lot of times there are business coaches out there that will help people basically get their business startup, help them kind of teach them the way that the business should run, help them out. And they'll provide packages for these business owners, for entrepreneurs. And these packages can range anywhere from $15, $20, up to $150,000. And we can actually help finance those packages for these people. And then on top of that, help them finance their business. Popular entrepreneur blogs like meetup.com, just a place where a lot of entrepreneurs are going to be located. Influencers, YouTubers, gurus, radio show hosts for entrepreneurs, popular entrepreneur podcasts, etc. There's just so many different ways to do that out there. So again, and once you do find these, a lot of times you don't know where to go because they have tons of questions and they expect you to answer them. Now, the best way to do it, and we've had a couple of our account executives be doing this, is to set up a conference call with me. So get in contact with me if you do have a potential large partner. Say, hey, this is the person. They want to know a little bit more about it. I want to set up a conference call. We can do a 3-way call. That way you guys can, again, learn more about our business, learn more about how it would work with a large partner. And I can answer any of the questions that the large partner has, get them signed up, get them ready to go. Make sure that their doubts and any questions or concerns that they might have are cleared up. So from there, we'll take over, close any of the deals that are coming through from them, and you guys will get 5% on every funded deal, as long as you're an account executive forever from that company. So again, large partners is a really big one. That's something that I would strive to do as an account executive if I were you guys, because it's a really big market. I know some of you already have, and I would just advise you to keep going with it. Okay, on to what you're all waiting for. Building a team. So it's similar to our large partner program, but you are contacting people you know would be a good referral partner. So, I mean, it could be somebody a little bit smaller, maybe not a large partner like a huge business broker, someone who's been in business for 15, 20 years already doing this and just needs a financing option. But it could just be somebody that maybe wants to make a little bit more on the side, maybe already has a little bit of a network. Now, from these, you would get 5% as an override on the people under you on the team's deals. Now, you can invite as many people on your team as you would like, but obviously we don't want to become a multi-level marketing company. So it's basically going to be one layered. So instead of, let's say, and I can tell Kareem's on here. So let's say I sign up Kareem as somebody on my team. Now, if Kareem decides to sign somebody up from him, I'm not connected to him. I'm not connected to that third party, that third down line. It only goes down one line, but you can go as horizontal as you want. And I hope that makes sense. But again, you'll make 5% override on your team's deals, just your team, and invite as many people as you'd like. Now, the best part about this is the reveal. We're actually going to build you your own account executive sign-up website, just like the one you signed up on to become an account executive. You would have your own site that would be attached to you. And that way you can invite through email, text, calling other entrepreneurs, and just send them to your AE sign-up website, and we'll do the rest. So we'll call the leads that don't automatically sign up on your AE website, and we'll sign them up in your name. So your average override deal will be an average of like $250. And obviously that varies. Could be smaller, could be bigger, just depends on the deal, as you guys know. Now, this is going to be a little bit technical, but it's a $197 charge one time to build your website and set you up in the system so you can build your team. And the reason we charge that is because that website takes a little bit of our time to do so, like you already know. So just to kind of go over it again, you pay with a $197. We'll go ahead and set you up with your own page that will be attached to you. Now, the great part about it, again, like I explained, is that as soon as people sign up through that page, it will come directly to us. And one of our account executive setters will call these people and set up an appointment with me. And then I'll be able to see if it's a good fit for them, see if they're going to be able to do it, have them pay the monthly subscription. And again, you make an override deal on each deal. You'll make an override of 5%. So just one deal from somebody under you will cover that cost of the $197. Now, the great part about it, if you want a site right now, or if you want to get started as soon as possible, all you have to do is go to that bit.ly/21BFW21. And that's the checkout site we've created for the $197. That way you guys can get started as soon as possible. I know a lot of you have been contacting us and wanting to know how you can build a team. And this is going to be the way to do it. Now, just so you guys have a little bit, well, let me show you what it looks like first. So this is just what the checkout looks like right there when you complete your purchase. Just like when you guys signed up, except on the right side, it just says Team Builder website. Just going back to this really quick. So I wanted to give you guys a little background. We did a test run with one of our current account executives. He, I believe, is actually on the webinar right now. I'll keep his name concealed, though. He has Again, we want to do a little bit of a trial run with him, see how it would work. So we gave him his own site for a little bit as a trial run. And he's had it now for about 5 days, I believe. And he has had 47 people come through his account executive building a team page that are interested in being an account executive. So 47 people in 5 days. He's been doing like an email marketing campaign and some other campaigns and whatnot. But I was amazed to see that he had 47 people express interest in being an account executive just by looking at that site that you guys looked at when you first signed up. So super awesome. Building a team can be potentially fantastic, especially just seeing how many people you can get under you guys in a horizontal downline. And so, yeah, that's something that we've been super excited about. And again, this is what it looks like just when you check out. And again, I apologize. This might be a little bit shorter than most of the webinars that we've been doing. I do want to pull up this question bar because I know you guys are going to have quite a few questions potentially about any of these opportunities that we have. So just as an overview, before I have you guys do any questions, I'm going to go back to the webinar overview. Reports and dashboards, we are currently working on them this week. We will have them done by the end of the week. That way you guys can see the status of every single one of your clients that you've put in through your landing page. Local websites, we're going to get more details about that as soon as we get done finishing the reports and dashboards. Large partners, find people that have a large network, people that are in constant communication with business owners, entrepreneurs, really anything, anybody that you think would be a good large partner for Fundwise Capital. Building a team. Again, you guys will make a 5% override. You'll make 20% on your own deals with this package and 5% override on the people that are signed up under you. It's a one-time charge of $197 that will create you your own website, basically. Well, it will, not basically. It will be your own website that you can send these people to that are looking for that commission job or to be a referral partner. And like I said, you'll make a 5% override on them. So now, questions. Oh, Greg said you typed the info into URL and it did not go anywhere. Okay, just looking at some questions really quick. If this shouldn't kick me out, but let me just see. Ensure that it will go there. bit.ly/21. Oh, you're right. Definitely did not go there. Linked work but can't sign in. Definitely did not go there. Can you guys still hear me? Linked work but can't sign in. Can you guys still hear me? Okay. For some reason, it's doing a little bit of echo here. The landing page link. It's doing a little bit of echo here. So it should just be as opposed to lp.fundwise capital, it will be lp.fundwise partners, and then it will do / and it will be your name. So it should just be as opposed to lp.fundwise capital, it will be lp.fundwise partners, and then it will do / If the link's not working right now, I will go ahead and send out an email with the updated link to you guys as soon as this is done, because it took me somewhere super weird as well. So I will go ahead and send out an email with the Okay. Yeah, if it's not working right now, I'll go ahead and send you guys an email just with that link, or if you guys want to ask me a couple questions about it as well. Mario Rios asked, will there be a monthly charge on the AE site, on the AE sign up for SEO or maintenance? With the SEO, I'm not sure, Mario, are you asking about the SEO site or are you asking about the account executive sign up? AE sign up. So for the AE sign up, there is no monthly charge. It's just like you guys already do. The account executive is $30 a month, and there's just a one-time charge for us to get that website started for you guys of $197. So for the AE sign up, there's no monthly charge because we'll take care of the maintenance and things like that with it. So just the upfront $197. But good question though. What other questions do you guys have? Just hit me with them. I'm excited. There's got to be some more questions. Man, I didn't do that good of explaining it. So again, for those of you that came in late, weren't here at the beginning, we are starting a team building package where you guys will pay an upfront fee of just $197, and it will give you access to your own website where people can go and you can give them this site name and they can go up as sign up as an account executive. And then you will make an override off of them. They'll be under you as a team, as your team. So they will be, and you'll make a 5% override on any of the deals that they sign up or any of the deals that they put through, I guess you could say. Again, with the reports and dashboards, they should be done by the end of this week. They will be done by the end of this week. I know it's been a long time coming, but with this new Salesforce that we're moving to, we will be able to send out unlimited reports, whereas before we had a limited number of reports we had. So things got a little bit tricky when we started to have more and more account executives express interest and need to know the status of their clients. So by the end of this week, that should be done. There is already a site up for the $197. And again, I will send you guys an email with that about how you can process that payment of the $197 so you can get started on building your team. But I guess this would help, huh? So what questions do you guys have for me about large partners, about the SEO website, about account executive sign-up page, about the reports, dashboards, or just anything in general about how Fundwise Capital works? What questions do you guys have for me? And please, they can be anything. There's no stupid questions because the funding business is very complicated. There's a lot that goes into it. So if there's something that's hasn't been cleared up for you guys, or there's something that you quite don't understand, please just type it in the box. Let me know what it is, and I'd be happy to help because I'm sure other people have that same question as well. So feel free to ask me as many questions as you want. What about large partners? Could you be a little bit more specific about that question? I mean, do you want to know what type is the best large partner or who is the best fit? So just to explain a little bit more about large partners, the idea is that these people are either CPAs or they can be business brokers, business coaches, really anybody that's in constant contact, constant communication, always working with new people that are business owners, or entrepreneurs, or people that have already been in business for a while, and they need working capital. So these large partners, for example, a business broker, somebody that's, or again, let's just do a business coach. A business coach is somebody that's always coaching people on how to do better with business and how to start a new business. And there are different packages that they'll provide. And these packages can be financed by us here at Fundwise Capital. And a lot of times these packages can be anywhere between $15, $20, up to $150,000. And that's something that we can help finance. And there's always constantly new people, new business owners that are coming through to these business coaches about how they can start their business. Or another one is CPA. CPAs are in constant, doing taxes and whatnot for businesses. And a lot of times these businesses are in need of capital. Now these CPAs, as opposed to just a regular person, are always in constant contact. It's already integrated in their business with all these business owners and business people. So again, anybody really that a large partner can contain people from, just as long as they're in contact with lots of business owners and business people. I'm not sure if that was a better explanation for you. And if you have any more specific questions, you can let me know. How lending works for house flippers. So a lot of times, mortgage loans are usually over a longer period of time. So a lot of times that's better for people that are looking to buy a house, which is why we're not the best fit for people that are looking to buy a house. But if people want to flip a house, we can help them get lines of credit up to, around $250,000. And something that's very appealing to house flippers is that we provide 0% for 9 to 15 months. Now, let's say, Greg, that you're looking to go flip a house, and you want some capital to do so because you don't want to pull anything out. You can come to us, get 5 different lines of credit that have a $30,000 balance on them, and you have $150,000. Now you go out and get a house for, let's say, $100,000. You fix it up for $20,000, and then you go ahead and sell it for $200,000. And you're flipping that house within a 6-month period, as opposed to somebody that would be buying a house over a 20-year mortgage. Does that make sense? So flipping is a lot better because they can get that line of credit that they can use over and over again in a 6-month span. And let's say their 0% period is up. They're paying, let's just say for numbers, a 10% interest, but that's still going to be so much better for them because they're going to have that line of credit that's open forever so they can continue to flip houses and do what they need to do. Did that explain your question at all, Greg? Hopefully it did. Okay, perfect. Now, as opposed to a hard money lender, a lot of times hard money lenders will charge a lot more in interest rates, for one. And again, for somebody like a house flipper or even a business, let's say you get a hard money loan for $80,000. A hard money loan, you use that $80,000 as deposit into your account, and you have to pay it back with so much interest. But as soon as you pay it back, it's done. It's over. Now, with businesses and people that are even house flippers or car flippers, whatever it may be, they want to continue to use that. They want to continue to use that because they have a business they're going to be able to pay it off with, and then possibly 6 months down the road, I need more working capital. I'm going to go get another hard money loan, as opposed to what we help them do is we'll help them get those lines of credit, traditional or revolving lines of credit, where they can continue to use that funding as long as they continue to pay off their balance every single month. That's a good question, though, because we do have a lot of questions on, well, how do you compare to this business? How do you compare to that business? But good question. What other questions do you guys have for me? Keep them going. This is really good. Again, for those of you who came on late, Corey is usually doing the webinars. He's a lot smarter than I am. I'll give him that. And he's but again, Corey had to step into a meeting. So he wanted me to do the webinar for you guys today. Again, my name is Tanner. If you have any questions about me as well, I'd be happy to answer them. And most of us have spoken on the phone. I'm the account executive corporate director. So I'm sure we've had constant communication. But keep the questions coming, you guys. I mean, obviously I don't have forever, but it looks like a lot of you are still on. So any questions about really anything about the lending game, about me, about our business, anything like that, ask them, because it's I'd like to help you understand a little bit better about us. Yes, there will be a replay. We put all of the webinars onto your guys' account executive portal. There's a webinar training there where all of them are placed. Now, that's something I also just wanted to mention. I really hope you guys are using your account executive portal. We do try to provide you with as much value as possible, because there are templates on there, email templates, text templates, different things like that, as well as webinar trainings that we wanted to provide you guys, including that monthly subscription, so that you guys can be successful as account executives. So there is a replay for all the webinars, and it's on your account executive portal. It's just, and I'm sure you guys remember how to go there, but if not, it's just fundwisepartners.com. Then you go to log in and you put in your email and the password you created when you first signed up. What other questions do you guys have for me? Terrence, I like the attitude. You have two people ready to talk to me about being large partners. Let's see if they have time to set up a conference call. If you, depending on if they want to do it this week or next week, just set up a couple of potential appointments with them, and I'll move some time around so that I can be able to talk to those larger partners. So again, with the larger partners, if you guys are wanting to set up a conference call and not sure when, you can usually do a couple days out. Usually the date, right? The next day I have quite a few appointments, because we're constantly talking with new account executives. But if you're not sure when to set up an appointment, usually do it for a couple days out. And I'm here in the office between 9 and 5 Mountain Standard Time. I know a lot of you guys do try to contact me a little bit before, a little bit after, but just so you know, I'm here 9 to 5 Mountain Standard Time with any questions or concerns you might have. On the webpage to build our team, will our direct contact information be listed to engage our team? No, because the way you're usually getting your website out there to build the team is either, I'm guessing, through either emails or texts or calls, or just showing them or putting in their information for them. So I'm guessing that they already have your contact information. So no, it will not be directly listed there. That's a good question, though. And again, for those of you who came in late, I wanted to just give a quick story. Like I told in the beginning, that we kind of did a trial run with one of our account executives with this, who's been doing an email campaign, a couple other things. And he's only been doing it now for about 5 days, but he's already had 47 people who have expressed interest in being an account executive. So the site sells itself. You guys are here. So, obviously you guys are sold on Fundwise. We are always looking for new and better opportunities. And that's why we wanted to give you guys the opportunity to potentially build your own team and do the best that you can to do so. Now the site, or the little link I gave you to process that one-time fee, I do not believe is working, but I will send you an email. If you're very interested, either shoot me a text or an email. Again, my email is tanner@fundwisecapital.com. Just say, hey, I want to process that payment. I want to get my own website. Let me know, and I'll go ahead and send you that link as well. got about another 5-10 minutes. So please, any questions or concerns you guys may have about anything about how the process works, please let me know. I want to process my payment on my own website. Perfect. I will get, send me an email, Greg. Again, it's Tanner@fundwisecapital.com. I'll try to send out just a mass email to everybody about processing that payment. So that way that you guys can all have access to it and we can get your websites done as soon as possible. But again, it's something that we've seen that works already. Obviously, it depends on what kind of campaign and how you're marketing it. But to be able to sign people up under you and make an override on them, I mean, it's a pretty sweet deal. That's why we wanted to create it for everyone. So please let me know if you have any questions about it or concerns. I'd be happy to ask or happy to help you out. I'm trying to think of any common questions that I get a lot, but if you guys have any more questions, like I said, I got about another 5-10 minutes here. So please let me know if there's any questions or concerns. Anybody else with any questions or concerns, maybe about our process, about how things work, just type it in the little chat box. I'd be happy to answer it for you. Again, just as an overview, this is what we went through today. For those of you who maybe came on late, maybe wanted a little recap of what we talked about. Like I said before, I think the team building is going to be something very profitable for a lot of you. There are a lot of people that are express interest in, for one, working their own hours, making commissions off of people that they already know that are looking for funding. Looks like we don't have too many more questions here. And I'm sure most of you know this. A lot of you talked with Austin before as well, or Mike. But since we've been growing at such a, I like to say, astronomical rate, it's been about a 40% rate every single month. So things have been a pretty crazy on our end. Now, most of you know that Austin has moved into a different department. So has Mike. So from now on, if you have any questions or concerns, you can always contact me. I'm Tanner at Fundwise Capital. Most of you have my number as well. And the best way to do so is to send me an email with any questions or concerns you have, maybe about a client, maybe about a question just about our process, or maybe a client came back to you with a question about our process. The best way to get in touch with me is email, because I'm on the phone with other account executives or with other people quite a lot. But I just wanted to, for one, express my gratitude to you guys. It's been awesome. Our account executive department has grown incredibly. I've talked personally with most of you, and those that I haven't, again, you guys can feel free to give me a call whenever you'd like. And I'm happy to answer any questions or concerns you might have. Again, things are crazy in the account executive department right now, so I apologize if I don't get back to you right away. If I don't answer your phone call, send me a text, shoot me an email, because that's the easiest way to get in contact with me, because things are very, very busy, especially with this process of changing from one CRM system to another. And so please just have a little bit of patience with me. I thank you all for all you're doing. It's been fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and end the webinar right now if there's no other questions. again, I'll be sending out that payment link to you guys. That way you can start building your team. We'll get that website created for you. We're super excited to have this as a package for you guys now. So, with us starting to grow our own teams, where do you anticipate capping the number of AEs? Account executive. That's a really good question. Right now, we don't anticipate capping them quite yet. We have over 200, and I don't know if necessarily we ever will. It really just all depends on us getting our name out there, what that looks like. But again, a lot of you ask questions or I get a lot of this question of, well, how many account executives are near me, or how many live in the same state or city as me? The best part about being an account executive is there's so many different ways to market our product here at Fundwise Capital, whether that be through email marketing, through larger partners, through cold calling, going business to business, texting, going to meetup.com, going to meetups with entrepreneurs. There are just hundreds of different ways that you guys can market the product we offer at Fundwise Capital. And let's say you do have 2 account executives that are your next door neighbors, but they could be doing email marketing to people in New York, and the other one could be cold calling people in California. That's just an example, but there are just so many different ways, and there are people that are marketing to different regions and whatnot. So it's hard to tell if we'll ever cap the account executive program. That is a good question, Greg, but right now it's growing. The number of deals from account executives we have is steadily increasing. So again, just keep doing what you're doing. And if we do see the need to do so, we will. I hope that answers your question. Joe, you just started. Any info is very important. Again, we'll replay these, or not necessarily replay them, but they will be put on your account executive portal within the next few days. Joe, we were talking about larger partners, the reports that will start to be sent out the next few days to you guys, as well as building your own team. We now have a package where you can pay a one-time fee to get a website. That's a very high converting website, and it will allow you to build a team to sign up account executives under you. You'll make a 5% commission override on the people that are under you. It's a good question, though. Any last questions before I hop off? I'll give it about another minute just to see if we have any more questions. Alrighty, I'm gonna hop off then right now, you guys. Again, thanks for attending. We do these every single week, Webinar Wednesday at 12 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. My name is Tanner. My email is tanner@fundwisecapital.com. With any questions or concerns you might have, we're excited about this team building opportunity. And if you have any more questions about it, shoot me an email or give me a call, and I'd be happy to get you guys signed up. So again, thanks for attending. You guys are awesome. We are super excited to have you on board, and thank you so much.